There are moments in life when you realize school never prepared you for the real world. It never taught you how to fail gracefully or how to rise again. Success has rules, rules that no classroom ever mentioned. Today, we uncover them. The hidden rules of success they don't teach in school. Soft, mysterious ambient music fades in. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you were taught in school, every lesson, every test, every rule, missed the most important secret to success. You spent years chasing grades and approval, only to find that the real world plays by different rules. Rules hidden from textbooks, unspoken in classrooms, and ignored by teachers. What if I told you that success is less about what you know and more about what you understand beyond the classroom walls? Today, we're breaking through the illusions. Today, you'll learn the hidden rules of success, the truths they never taught you, but the ones that will shape your entire life. Welcome to Inner Empire, where true power begins within. The unspoken truth about success. Schools teach us many things: how to solve equations, memorize facts, and pass exams. But there's one thing they never truly teach: how to succeed in the real world. From the moment we enter the classroom, we're trained to follow rules, not to question them. We're taught to fit in, not to stand out. To chase grades, not greatness. To obey instructions, not to invent new paths. And yet, every great success story, every billionaire, every visionary, every innovator did the exact opposite. They played a different game. They followed hidden rules, rules that no textbook ever mentioned. Music fades, narrator's tone deepens. Today, in this Inner Empire journey, we uncover those rules. The silent laws of success. The principles the system ignores. The truths that can change the course of your life. Because true success doesn't come from what you're taught. It comes from what you discover. The system was built to produce workers, not leaders. Have you ever wondered why school teaches you to memorize facts you never use? Why you spend years learning things that have no real connection to success, wealth, or happiness? It's not by accident. The modern education system was designed during the Industrial Revolution, when factories needed obedient workers. They needed people who could follow orders, show up on time, and repeat the same task without questioning it. And so, schools became factories of conformity. Children were graded like products, labeled smart or average, based on their ability to repeat information. Creativity? Not graded. Emotional intelligence? Ignored. Financial literacy? Never mentioned. Self-discipline, communication, or resilience? Not even on the syllabus. But the world changed. The system didn't. The real world rewards creators, thinkers, risk-takers, and leaders, not rule followers. Light bulb. The first hidden rule. Think for yourself. Thinking independently is the first hidden rule of success. School rewards the right answer, but life rewards the right question. Success starts when you begin questioning what others accept as normal. Ask yourself, why do I believe what I believe? Who benefits from me staying the same? What if I could design my own path? Steve Jobs once said, "Don't be trapped by dogma, living with the results of other people's thinking." Independent thinkers are builders. They look at the same world everyone else sees, but they imagine it differently. Elon Musk questioned the cost of rockets. Oprah questioned the limits society placed on her. Jeff Bezos questioned what retail could be. Their success didn't come from answers in books. It came from thinking beyond them. Gear. The second hidden rule. Failure is your best teacher. In school, failure is punished. You fail a test, you're shamed. You repeat a grade, you feel small. But in life, failure is the greatest teacher of all. Every entrepreneur, every innovator, every successful person has a trail of failure behind them. The only difference is that they learned from it. Thomas Edison said, "I didn't fail 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work." School teaches you to avoid mistakes, but the real world rewards those who analyze mistakes. Failure builds resilience. Failure teaches patience. Failure shapes wisdom. Without failure, success has no foundation. Fire. The third hidden rule. Self-discipline beats talent. Success is not about talent. It's about consistency. Talent starts the race, but discipline finishes it. In school, students are rewarded for short bursts of effort, cramming for exams, memorizing for tests. But success in life requires daily consistency, not occasional effort. The richest, fittest, and most accomplished people didn't win because they were the smartest. They won because they showed up every day. Kobe Bryant practiced at 4 a.m. when others were sleeping. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Discipline is the invisible power that turns dreams into reality. If you can control your habits, you can control your destiny. Compass the fourth hidden rule: master your emotions. School trains the intellect but ignores the heart. Yet, emotional intelligence is one of the greatest predictors of success. People who can stay calm under pressure, communicate clearly, and manage relationships thrive, not because they're smarter, but because they understand people. In the business world, EQ, emotional quotient, often beats IQ. Learn to master your emotions, not suppress them, but understand them. Because when emotions rise, intelligence falls. The ability to stay grounded when others panic is the mark of a true leader. Moneybag, the fifth hidden rule: understand money. It's shocking. We spend 12 years in school and never learn how money actually works. No one teaches how to build wealth, invest, or manage finances. But money is a language, and if you don't speak it, you'll always depend on those who do. Rich people don't work for money. They make money work for them. They understand assets, leverage, and compound growth. They think decades ahead. The first step to financial freedom isn't earning more. It's learning more. The sixth hidden rule: create value, not resumes. Schools train us to write resumes, to impress employers. But the rich don't chase jobs. They create opportunities. Success doesn't come from what you know. It comes from what you can do with what you know. Focus on skills, not degrees. Learn how to solve real problems, serve others, and build value. The market doesn't pay you for effort, it pays you for impact. Brain, the seventh hidden rule: networking is the new education. In school, we're told not to copy or collaborate. But in life, connection is everything. The people around you shape your mindset, habits, and opportunities. Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Build a circle that challenges you, not one that comforts you. High voltage, the eighth hidden rule: learn to adapt. The world is changing faster than ever. Technology, AI, markets, and industries evolve every year. What you know today can become irrelevant tomorrow. Adaptability is the new intelligence. The ability to unlearn and relearn is what keeps you ahead. In school, change is seen as instability. In life, change is growth. Seedling, the final hidden rule: success is an inside job. At its core, success is spiritual. It begins within. No amount of money, fame, or validation can replace inner peace, purpose, and self-belief. The outer empire you build is only as strong as your inner empire. That's the foundation of everything you do. When you master your thoughts, emotions, and discipline, you master your life. Music swells, cinematic finale tone. Sunrise, the new education. The real school of life doesn't have classrooms. It's found in experience, curiosity, courage, and reflection. The hidden rules of success aren't really hidden. They're just ignored by the system. So, rewrite your education. Build your curriculum of life. Learn daily. Fail boldly. Discipline your mind. Control your emotions. Build value. And serve others. Because success isn't about fitting in. It's about becoming who you were meant to be. This is the education of greatness. This is how you build your inner empire. Comfort is the most silent killer of potential. Schools teach us to seek comfort. Good grades, safe jobs, predictable lives. But every extraordinary life begins where comfort ends. Think of the caterpillar. If it never struggles inside the cocoon, it never gains the strength to fly. The pain of transformation is the price of freedom. Most people stop growing the moment life becomes slightly uncomfortable. They confuse stability with security. But there is no true security in stagnation, only slow decline. The wealthy, the leaders, the innovators, they step deliberately into discomfort. They speak when they are afraid. They invest when others hesitate. They learn new skills when others relax. Growth lives on the other side of resistance. Easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. Jerzy Gregorek. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you take one step closer to mastery. Magnifying glass tilted left, the mind of a creator. Schools teach imitation. Success requires creation. A creator's mind asks, what doesn't exist yet? It searches for gaps, needs, and possibilities. When J.K. Rowling was a struggling single mother, she didn't wait for permission. She created a universe. When Steve Jobs returned to Apple in the 1990s, he didn't improve existing computers, he reimagined them. Creation is not reserved for artists or inventors. Anyone who solves problems, designs systems, or inspires others is a creator. Ask yourself each morning, what can I create today that didn't exist yesterday? That question turns ordinary days into stepping stones of legacy. Balance scale, the law of exchange. Everything in life operates by exchange. Time for knowledge. Knowledge for opportunity. Opportunity for impact. The poor mindset waits to receive before giving. The wealthy mindset gives value first. When you volunteer, teach, share ideas, or help others win, you plant invisible seeds of trust and goodwill. Those seeds mature into partnerships, recommendations, and wealth. Money is simply society's receipt for value delivered. So the surest path to abundance is to increase your value to others. Compass, mental models of the wealthy. Wealthy thinkers use frameworks, simple but powerful mental models, to make complex decisions. Let's explore 3 of them. First, principles thinking. Break every problem down to its basics and rebuild from zero. Elon Musk applied it to rocket costs. Instead of buying pre-made parts, he asked, what are the raw materials worth? The result, rockets 80% cheaper. Opportunity cost. Every yes is a no to something else. Rich thinkers measure time, not money. They ask, is this the highest value thing I can do right now? Compounding. Small gains multiplied consistently beat big, sporadic wins. This applies not only to money, but to habits, learning, and reputation. Mastering these models transforms decisions from random to strategic. Gemstone, the invisible currency, trust. In the modern economy, trust is worth more than gold. Every brand, influencer, or entrepreneur lives or dies by credibility. You can buy attention, but you can't buy trust. It's earned through integrity and consistency. When people believe in your word, they invest, follow, and support. That's why the rich protect their reputation as fiercely as their wealth. Build trust slowly, lose it never. Person in lotus position, the inner battle. Success is not won in boardrooms, it's won in silence. Every morning, the battle begins inside your head. Comfort versus purpose, fear versus faith, excuses versus execution. Schools never prepare you for that war. They test your memory, not your mindset. The rich and fulfilled learn to become their own motivators. They build routines, reading, reflection, physical training, meditation, that sharpen focus and discipline emotion. Self-mastery is the foundation of empire. Chart increasing, the economics of attention. We live in the attention age. Every app, brand, and platform fights for seconds of your focus. The rich don't consume mindlessly. They curate their attention like investors choosing stocks. Every minute spent scrolling without purpose is a withdrawal from your mental bank. Every minute spent learning or creating is a deposit toward future wealth. Control your attention, and you control your world. DNA, evolution, and reinvention. Nothing alive stays the same. To stay relevant, you must reinvent yourself continually. Blockbuster refused to evolve. Netflix did, and the world shifted. Kodak invented digital cameras, but ignored its own invention. The rule, adapt or vanish. Personal reinvention means updating your skills, beliefs, and identity as the world changes. It's not betrayal of your past. It's loyalty to your future. Lightbulb, the myth of balance. You've been told success requires balance. But early on, greatness demands imbalance. Intense focus on one mission until it grows roots. There will be seasons of obsession and sacrifice. Later comes harmony, not balance, the rhythm between work, rest, and purpose. True fulfillment isn't in equal slices of life. It's in alignment with your calling. Dove, legacy and service. All hidden rules lead to one visible truth. Success that ends with you dies with you. Legacy begins when your success becomes someone else's starting point. The richest lives are measured not in dollars, but in difference. Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, and countless others prove that service multiplies meaning. Ask not only, what can I gain? Ask also, whom can I lift? Because in lifting others, you rise higher yourself. Sunrise Epilogue. The new classroom. Music swells to its final crescendo. The classroom of the future has no walls. It's every book you read, every risk you take, every mentor you seek. The hidden curriculum of success teaches. Question everything. Learn endlessly. Fail gracefully. Give generously. Adapt constantly. And believe fiercely. You are both the student and the teacher of your own destiny. The diploma you earn is invisible. It's called freedom. So go build it. Build your empire not with bricks, but with thoughts, habits, and heart. Studio Microphone, this is Inner Empire, where wisdom becomes power, and power begins within.